Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Egal back on EGTV, and I'm back again with another video. I just want to tell you guys, do me a favor, smash that like button. Let's get this YouTube algorithm. Let's break this algorithm and get these videos higher up by smashing that like button. At least 130 likes on this video. That'd be absolutely great. And you know what? There's been a lot of stuff going on. We're going to be talking about what happened at Brazil with Emi Martinez and the whole situation. We're going to be talking about Arsenal and Leno versus Ramsdale. Who we going with? Is it Leno? Is it Ramsdale? Who you picking for the next game against Norwich? Also, we're going to be talking about some of your comments, some of your options, what you guys talking about in the comment section. We're going to be getting into the speculation around Antonio Conte to Arsenal and how serious the speculations are, how serious we should actually be taking the speculations, and how serious we should be taking these whole transfer rumors around Antonio Conte and everything else. And finally, we're going to be getting into Onana. Onana looks like he could be making a free transfer this summer or this January. Either way, someone can get him on a free. Why not Arsenal? Am I wrong? Why not? So yeah, let's talk about all these things plus more on today's show. Get ready, guys. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and let's get this show at least to 130 likes. You already know what it is. Kitty G on EGTV, and let's get this show started. Bang. Yes, people. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to everybody in the comment section. Hope everybody is well. Today, we're going to be talking about a whole lot of stuff. Let me just run through some of the things we'll be talking about. We'll be talking about Elneny's situation with his transfers and Elneny's possible transfer move to Turkey falling through due to wage demands. We're also going to be talking about Serge Aurier and Kieran Trippier updates. We're going to be talking about the debate over Ramsdale and Leno, and also Ramsdale saying some things about possibly starting the next game, telling some of his friends that he possibly might be starting. We're going to be getting into Nicolas Pepe. You'll find out very, very soon why we're going to be talking about Nicolas Pepe. We're going to be talking about Bukayo Saka. We're going to be talking about a certain Ajax goalkeeper called Onana. Yes, Arsenal might be able to get him again. We're going to get into that. Plus, we're going to be talking about Antonio Conte, Mikel Arteta, how much longer Mikel Arteta might have in the job, everything else like that. But yeah, guys, if you want to join, the link is in the chat. Any Arsenal fans who want to jump on the video and have their say can join in. And you know what? Let's get this show started the right way. Smash that like button. Let's get this to at least 130 likes. Now, everybody watching on Twitter, I'll be ending the video. You can come join us for the full video on YouTube at the Kitty G. Right? Now, also, anybody who's watching on Arsenal Inside Out, big up to you guys, and everyone who's watching on YouTube, big up to you guys. Let's get this show started. So yeah, stop the racist, the racist cap. Ramsdale is class. I rate Ramsdale. In time, needs to try to convince. He's not Ederson or Allison, but he can be a great goalkeeper for us. I hear that. Don't get me wrong. My guy's saying hit at least 130 likes. I like that. Ederson and Allison are overrated. Ramsdale has a higher. What? Nah. Come on. You can't be saying that. Okay. Big up Ali in the house. KRB saying I'm a Spurs fan, but Ramsdale is overhated. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. My guy, Talk Ted's doing his thing. Why was Zayn violating you on the terrace? Yo, because I destroyed him a million times. He was just trying to get his revenge. Let him do what he's doing. Ramsdale will actually be the signing that will surprise everyone. Not Lokonga, not Odegaard, not Ben White. Ramsdale will be the signing that surprises everybody. I like that shout. Dizzy. I like that shout. Let's get into it. Yo, Zayn wasn't messing around, hyping Thiago. Yeah, I hear that. All right, let's get this show on the road, guys. First person we need to speak about is Mohamed Elneny, Mohamed El Pirlo. Well, I'm gassing. I'm sorry. Mohamed Elneny. So what's happened with Mohamed Elneny? Mohamed Elneny, Arsenal midfielder Mohamed Elneny, has had a situation where he had a contract on the table with 2 clubs. 2 clubs were in for him. 2 clubs could have signed him. 2 clubs could have had his services for next season. But now it looks like he's destined to stay at Arsenal. Let me explain why. Mohamed Elneny, the first person that we're going to be talking about, aka Mohamed El Sideways, that everyone likes to mention, is the first topic of discussion today. The reason why we're going to be talking about Mohamed Elneny today is because Mohamed Elneny has had a situation where Besiktas and Galatasaray both had their transfers talks with him break down due to high wage demands. His wage demands are too high for Galatasaray and Besiktas, to the point where they do not want to pay those wages. Their transfer window closes later than the rest of the world's transfer window. I don't know why, but it looks like Mohamed Elneny's wages currently is too much for Galatasaray and these guys. They wanted to pay him around 2.5 million a year, where currently his wages at Arsenal are almost 5 times that. So due to that fact, they could not get into an agreement with Mohamed Elneny. Now, Mohamed Elneny has 1 year left on his deal at Arsenal. What are we going to do with Mohamed Elneny, guys? Are we going to let his contract run down and let him leave on a free at the end of that time? Or are you guys going to be interested in keeping Mohamed Elneny and extending him to maybe a 1 year contract or something like that? Tell me. I personally feel like we should just let him run down his contract and let him leave on a free at the end of the season. Do you agree with me or do you disagree? What do we do with Mohamed Elneny? Do we let him run down his contract and leave on a free? Or do we give him an extension? Or do we just let him go on loan this summer? Because we need him. We can't buy another midfielder at the moment. We can probably get rid of him in January, but at the moment, nothing. So are you going to let him run down his contract? We already have one person saying, run it down, baby. Yeah, I hear that. I would run it down personally. I feel like running down his contract would probably be the best thing. Some people are saying leave. I hear that. So you're telling him he should just leave? I hear that too. I think he should leave. I think he should have left. But the fact is, he does not want to take a wage cut. He does not want to take a wage cut. He does not want lesser wages than what he's currently on. And it seems like if he was to leave to Turkey, he would need to take a wage cut. And I don't think he's prepared to do that at the moment. I don't think he's prepared to take a wage cut at the moment. So as long as he's not prepared to take a wage cut, we will not be able to sanction a move for him for less than what he's asking for. And that's just the unfortunate situation that we find ourselves in. We find ourselves in a situation where the player does not want to take a wage cut. If he did want to take a wage cut, I would be quite surprised, because he's not on that most ridiculous wages in the first place. But yeah, it looks like the situation with Mohamed Elneny is he will be staying at the club past this transfer deadline, and the transfer deadline has now closed, so he'll be staying past the Turkish transfer deadline also, which ends very, very soon. So yeah, that is the whole story with Mohamed Elneny. Are you guys surprised that Mohamed Elneny is still here? Do you still want him here? Or is everyone just saying, you know what, try to get rid of him? Because personally, in my situation, I would say we should have got rid of him a while back, but it doesn't seem like we're trying to get rid of him. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? There you go. How was your day?
It's okay.
Good. Anyways, that's my wife, guys. Let's get this show rolling to the next topic. But before we go, what are people saying? Let him run down his contract, loan him. We need midfielders. Even if we loan him out, my friend, we're going to struggle to get in replacements at the moment. I want Basuma in January. Basuma in January is the dream. Getting in a top midfielder to improve our squad in January would be amazing. But I don't think it's possible for us to go and get a Basuma in the middle of the season. Don't forget, Brighton need to buy a replacement. Yes, they might have bought a midfielder, but that's not a replacement apparently. That's to add to their squad. So if they're going to buy a midfielder, we need to be able to buy a midfielder that is attainable. And I don't know if Basuma is attainable at the moment. That's the reality of the situation. That's the situation we find ourselves in. And I just don't think that he is attainable at the moment. I just don't think he is. That's just the situation we find ourselves in, unfortunately. We find ourselves in a precarious situation, and I don't think that some of these transfers that we would like to do are available to us to do. That's just how things are. Sometimes they work out that way, right? But yeah, the next story is Serge Aurier, Kieran Trippier, if somebody had a gun to your head and they said to you, pick between the two, Serge Aurier or Kieran Trippier for Arsenal, and you had to take a former Spurs right back, which one would you take to replace Cedric? If you only had to pick one, would you take Serge Aurier or would you take Kieran Trippier? If you had to take one of the two, because I know who I'm taking. If you had to pick between those two, would you take Trippier or would you take Aurier? Because for me, I'm taking Trippier 10 times out of 10. Trippier can cross the ball. He might not be as fast as Aurier. He might not be his thing, but he's better defensively. He's better overall. So I would take Trippier. We have been linked to both Trippier and Aurier. But the thing about Aurier is he's a free transfer. So is Aurier better than Cedric? I don't know. Is Aurier a better defender than Cedric? I don't know. Is Aurier better going forward than Cedric? That we know for sure. He is a better attacking player than he is a defender. Trippier, on the other hand, he would cost us 30 million to 20 million to maybe even 15 million, or he could be leaving on a free at the end of the season. Either way, I don't think Trippier would come to Arsenal. I think Aurier would come to Arsenal because he currently doesn't have a club. Either way, I don't want neither of them. I don't want neither of them. We're linked to both of them today. I don't think these are real stories. I don't think any of these things are actually going to happen in the future. But this is just fairy dust. Let's not believe it. Let's not believe it. We have to wait and see to believe it, right? But yeah, big up to everybody watching on Arsenal Inside Out Facebook page right now. Do me a favor. If you're watching on Arsenal Inside Out Facebook page, I am ending the video on the Facebook page. If you want to join us for the rest of the video, join us for the rest of the video on my YouTube channel. The link is in the comment section right now. The link is in the comment section right now. So let's join for the rest of the video. There you go. Egal, have you been linked to everyone this season and got 0 big signings? Very, very true, Dario. Dario, I hear you, man. Honestly, I get the banter, but who do you support, Dario? Because I'm confused. Do you support Chelsea? Or do you support Arsenal? Because I don't know who you support. I'm confused. I don't get the agenda. You must support somebody else, right? But yeah, big up to everybody on Facebook. Come join us for the rest of the video on YouTube. Now, let's get this show cracking, people. We're gonna get into thick of things now. The thick of things. And anyone who wants to join the video, you can join the video. The link is at the top of the space if you want to join the video. Now, we're going to be talking about Ramsdale. This is an interesting one. This is an interesting one, to say the least. We're going to talk about Ramsdale versus Leno. Ramsdale versus Leno. Ramsdale versus Leno. Who are you taking in the Ramsdale versus Leno debate? Who are you starting in the Ramsdale versus Leno debate? If you could, no agenda, it's just facts. No Madison, no war, Faxio. Okay, so who do you support? I want to know. Do you support Arsenal or do you support another club? Because I'm confused. But yeah, who's your number one, guys? Is it Ramsdale or is it Leno? Because for me, at the moment, we have to pick the future over the guy who we've had at the club. Ramsdale or Leno, it's pretty straightforward. Who are you going to take for the starting goalkeeper role? There's rumors that came out that Ramsdale might have told his friends that he will be starting against Norwich. There's also rumors that Ramsdale is going to be the future because Edu hinted that Ramsdale's the future, and Leno's a good goalkeeper right now, but Ramsdale is the future. Oh, you're a Man U fan. Yeah, I see that. Dario's a Man U fan. Now I know, but even as a Man U fan, why do you banter Arsenal so much? I get that back in the 90s we used to hate each other, but now we're like distant cousins. We're not even that close. Yo, Haystack's in the house. He's saying Ramsdale. Everyone's saying Ramsdale or Leno. You got Ramsdale. Tactics saying Ramsdale all day. Everyone seems to be saying Ramsdale. Only one Leno so far. I think Ramsdale is clear at the moment, based on the fact that we're going to have him for the future, and he's going to be the one for the future in the long. So I don't think Ramsdale is going to be once he's put in the team, I don't think he's going to get dropped. I think Ramsdale's going to be starting. And if he starts this Norwich game, that tells you what the future holds for Leno. Leno is going to be slowly shifted out of this team. Slowly shifted out of this team. Slowly moved out of this team. Slowly taken out of the squad. And once that happens, what? Ah, man, you're funny. Okay, so yeah. Is White starting against Norwich? I think White will be starting. I think Ben White will be starting. And I think it will be let's do the lineup. What lineup do you guys think will start against Norwich? What lineup do you guys think will start against Norwich? Because I will look, let's see what lineup do we think will start against Norwich. I will do that right now. Let's do this lineup right now. Let's do this lineup right now. Let's see what's the lineup that's going to start against Norwich. The lineup that's going to start against Norwich, in my opinion, is going to be like this. Let me show you guys. I think it's going to be since he's already told his buddies, his friends and everything that he's going to be starting in goal. I think it's going to be Ramsdale in goal. I think we're going to go with a back four at right back. We're going to have Takehiro Tomiyasu. Will he start right away? Will he? I don't know. Will Takehiro start right away? We'll have to wait and see. But Kieran Tierney, we're going to have Gabriel back in. We're going to have Ben White in the team. We're going to have Leno Lokonga. We're going to have Xhaka's out. So hopefully it's Pate and Lokonga, right? I don't know if Pate is 100% back yet. Well, have anyone who knows, let me know in the chat if you think Pate is back. But if Pate is not back, then we're going to have to go with the only other midfielders that we have that are competent, which is Ainsley. In the 10, we're going to go Odegaard. On the left, we're going to go Smith-Rowe. On the right, I'm going to go Saka. And up front, I am going to go Aubameyang. I think Pepe gets dropped. Because or if Saka comes back not in time and Pepe's been training well, you could also see Pepe starting. So it could be either way. Either way, that is how that's going to go, right? When it goes to the next one, who's going to start at right back? Hector Bellerin's gone, so he's not going to start. Cedric's not going to start. Tavares not going to start at right back. It's between Chambers or Takehiro Tomiyasu. But I don't see Takehiro Tomiyasu on the list of names. He's not on here. So let's just go with Takehiro. I think that's what that is going to look like. I think that's what that's going to look like at the moment. At the moment, it's going to look like that. And Takehiro Tomiyasu is not even in the lineup yet because they haven't added him in the system. But yeah, a lot of people seem to be going with similar teams to what I have put out. A lot of people seem to be going with a similar team. Bench ESR or Odegaard to start two wingers. Okay. That is an interesting take. I like that. I think my lineup is more realistic. What's your lineup? Pate comes in the second half. Tomiyasu won't start. Hasn't trained with the team yet, I don't think. You're right. I don't think he has trained with the team. Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, White, Tierney, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Saka, Lokonga, Odegaard, ESR, Pepe, and Aubameyang. Wow. Ramsdale, Tierney, Gabriel, White, Cedric, Lokonga, Elneny, okay, Odegaard, Saka, ESR, and Aubameyang. So you guys think he thinks that it's going to be Cedric, and he thinks that this is going to be Elneny. Interesting. Okay, and he thinks this is going to be Saka or... Listen, okay, so let's go through this. Let's go through this together. Because it seems like these are the positions that a lot of people are not sure about. It seems like these are the positions that everyone's not sure about. Everything else seems to be locked in. Everyone seems to be picking Gabriel and thing. Where is it? Pepe. Let's get Pepe out. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start from the right back position. Who's going to be starting at right back, guys? Do you think it's going to be Takehiro Tomiyasu, or do you think it's going to be Chambers or Cedric? If your option is Cedric, put Cedric in the chat. If your option is Takehiro Tomiyasu, just put TT in the chat. And if you think it's Callum Chambers, just put Chambers in the chat. So we already have one person who's saying it's Takehiro. Okay, we already have one person. They all human, bro. What are you talking about? He's from Japan, and are you just what? What are you guys talking about? Takehiro won't start just yet. I hear that. Takehiro. Arsenal signed the real TT, not yeah, you're funny. Okay, so you're saying Callum Chambers? Big up Cam in the house. You already know what it is, doing his thing at 9 o'clock. He's going to be doing the Gunner Talk over there at Sarcasm City. So go check that out, guys. If you haven't already checked out my guy Cam, go do his thing. Big up Cam. Arwan says Takehiro Tomiyasu. Jack says, I don't blame what? No, you guys chatting about your own stuff. Chambers mostly. Okay. What else we got? Nah, not tonight. Not tonight. Oh, okay, so you're not doing it tonight. Yo, if you guys want to jump on, the link is in the chat. Anyone who wants to jump on, I see you guys. But yo, Samuel's here. Samuel, what's going on?
Oh, bro, he's going good. Bro. International break is just so long. It's just long, bro. I just can't take it.
Bro, you were living your life in that Twitter space the other day. You're like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, you know what? I ordered my McDonald's, and I was just eating my McFlurry, and it was vibes, bro. I was just vibing. No.
Okay. Next, who's starting in the midfield next to Lokonga? In your opinion, guys, is it Mohamed Elneny or Ainsley, or because Partey might not be fit?
Oh, Ainsley ain't starting 100%. You know what? It's 2021, and Mohamed Elneny's gonna play in the field for Arsenal. That's what I think. There's no way that Ainsley Maitland-Niles comes back to this team. The only way I see him playing is being a right back, but midfield, hell no, bro. It's Elneny.
So you're going Elneny?
Yeah. Begrudgingly, yeah.
Ali has gone Elneny. You can see that Natish has gone with Elneny. I've seen that a couple other guys have gone with Ainsley in I'm not sure. Did RDF Tactics, did you go with Elneny? No, it's going to be a 4-3-4. Interesting. You think we're going to go with a 4-3-4? Interesting. I don't think we're going to play a 4-3-4 in this game. I think we're going to play with the system that I have on the screen with the two midfielders.
Egal, with this game, I think we've got to look at the centre backs because this is going to be our main partnership for the season. You know, if they don't do well, then we're in trouble. Yeah.
Ainsley, I feel it's going to be Elneny. Okay, so a lot of people feel like Elneny, Ainsley. Everyone seems to feel like it's going to be Elneny over Ainsley. Okay, so who's going to start here? Is it Saka and ESR? Is it going to be Saka and Pepe? Is it going to be Pepe and ESR? What are we saying? Who's getting dropped out of the three?
I say Saka and ESR. I don't see Pepe.
Saka and ESR?
Yeah, I'm playing. Yep.
You know anybody going Pepe and Saka?
You know what? This will be a good game for Pepe to get his confidence up and get. What stat pad? This will be a good stat for Pepe. But I don't see him doing it after the last game. I just don't see it. Listen, I want him to start, but you have to look through the manager's eyes, and what this manager's done continuously with Pepe is just not playing when there's a chance for him to contribute. So no, it's going to be Saka and ESR.
Chambers should start with Lokonga. He can do a job better than Elneny. Wow. You think Chambers should start in the midfield? What?
Bro,
You need to explain yourself. The link is there. If you want to jump on. Explain
bro,
your point.
you gotta listen. This is how bad we are. This is how bad we are. We're talking about Chambers in midfield, bro.
Yo, Cam makes a really good point. Saka starts for England. You can't fathom him starting now for. Can you?
But there's no games, there's no Europe, no nothing. He doesn't have to worry about nothing. He gets a week rest.
But do you see him starting for both in the same week?
Yeah, I do. I see. McCarthy has done it before and he'll do it again. So 100%, yeah.
It's debatable, man. Cam makes a good point, though. Cam does make a good point. He's done it before, but he might not do it again. He might not. He just might not.
But listen, you said he might not, but you never. Has this guy ever learned from his mistakes? Like, can he give me? And there might be just one example he's learned from a mistake, but he never learns. It's the thing about McCarthy. He hasn't. Everything is a learning process, and he still doesn't adapt. So I don't see Saka starting this game along with Emerson Rowe. Odegaard, I don't see Odegaard's gonna. Yeah, Odegaard's definitely gonna play. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's the team. Unless you think he could drop Odegaard.
Okay, so enough about Chambers. I'm putting Pepe in because Pepe didn't go on no international duty, and I'm putting ESR in because this is the team that I'm going with. Nitish, what's going on?
All good. I don't know why you find it so funny that Chambers can play in midfield. He was player of the season for Fulham.
Okay, so you really believe we're gonna take Chambers out of this team and put him into the midfield?
See, we got a new right back. Tomiyasu can play there. We got our centre back pairing back. We got Tierney on the left. So our defense is more or less sorted now. Chambers won't probably get a chance there. He'll be a backup there. Right now, Granit Xhaka is not available. So the other option is Elneny. But Elneny is like a player who can, yes, block the ball with his body. But what else does he do apart from that?
Okay, so who are you starting at center back? I mean, right back?
Right back, Tomiyasu, the Japanese guy. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, but I'll get it right like as we go into the season. But yeah, so I'm going to start him on as the right back and play Chambers along with Lokonga. Lokonga can be the main guy. He can be the dominating guy in midfield, and Chambers can do a job. See, when Chambers was playing as right back, his main problem was his crossing is not good enough. And the second thing is he was getting caught out of position. That is because he was moving forward, and that you have to do as a fullback. But as a defensive midfielder, you don't have to do all that kind of running. You have to stay at a single position and fit in a different kind of role. You have to just track the last man when there is a counter attack.
Go on international duty?
I don't think so. No.
Don't think so.
I don't think Ivory Coast had an international game.
So I think, it's a hard line to choose. I mean, it's hard to choose in a bad way.
Lineups are always hard, but yeah, they didn't play a game, did they? They played a game.
They are playing tonight. They're playing tonight.
They're playing tonight, but they played a couple days ago. Was he in the team?
I don't think he got selected.
No, he didn't go.
Yeah, due to quarantine, so nah. So Pepe should be there.
He didn't go. So Pepe didn't go anywhere. Pepe's still back at home. But yeah, let's just talk about Saka for a second, okay? So Saka was playing for happy birthday, first of all, to Saka. Anyone who doesn't know, it's Saka's birthday. It was the other day, and Saka's one of our stars at the club right now. And it was his birthday, so his 20th birthday was yesterday. And what a way to celebrate your 20th birthday, guys. You know what he did on his 20th birthday? Unlike other people, this guy was balling out for England on his 20th birthday. He was absolutely killing it. He went out and gave a 2-piece with a side of mashed potatoes, which is 2 assists and a goal for England. He absolutely destroyed it. And if you guys didn't go check it out, you guys absolutely killed it with those likes on those community posts over the past couple of days. But Jesse Lingard in the back, he gave an assist to Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard himself got 2 goals and an assist. They went on to beating Estonia?
Yeah, was it Andorra?
Andorra. They went on to beat Andorra 4-0?
Yeah.
They went on to beat Andorra 4-0. And Bukayo Saka was a crucial part to that team. Once again, playing more minutes than Greenwood, more minutes than that guy. What's his name? Callum Hudson who? Anyways, yeah, the playing more minutes than both of those guys, putting in absolute work. Bukayo Saka showing once again why he's the main man for Arsenal and one of the first choices for Gareth Southgate on his team sheet. Now I know he hasn't done well for Arsenal because our league position has been terrible, but it just goes to show you how good of a player he is. And you know what? A certain Roy Keane had something to say. A certain Roy Keane had something nasty to say about us. Something nasty, he said. You know what he said, guys? He's like, yo, Bukayo Saka must enjoy playing for England because he's actually winning, unlike at Arsenal. Like, I get it. You want to throw your slide digs at Arsenal. You want to throw your slide little jabs. Yo, stop it. But yeah, long story short, he did miss the penalty, that the crucial penalty in the European final. And you know what? He's bounced back and he's played well since he's come back to Arsenal and he's come back to the Euros. Now, moving on to the next story. If you guys haven't noticed, we've now signed 2 Japanese players. Arsenal now have a banner in the stadium that's saying Arsenal Japan. Arsenal have 2 Japanese players in the team. They have the female Japanese player in the women's team, right? In Mani Iwabuchi. How do you say it?
I don't know, but I know you butchered that name.
Yeah, how do you say it?
Iwabuchi.
Okay, there you go. And then Takehiro Tomiyasu in the men's team. So 2 Japanese players in the team. And then the next question, Jesse Lingard to Arsenal. Yes or no? So, Samuel?
No.
No?
No. Listen, he's going a little old now. He's not. If we want to progress and get to a high level, he's not the level of requirement needed. But
Okay,
he would start.
Nitish, Jesse Lingard to Arsenal. Yes or no?
What's his price?
30 million.
30 million for a 28-year-old? No.
So you say no?
Because he's 30 million. If it is cheaper, I would take him because we need a guy on the left wing. He can do that. But 30 million is too much for a 28-year-old guy. Like, how long will he give? Like, maybe even 2 or 3 years max. Then it's the same situation. So 30 million, no. If he's cheaper, then probably yes. Maybe free transfer, definitely. I'll take him.
So you take him on a free, but anything more than 30 million, you're saying no?
No, even 30 million is not like, it's too much. Like, look at the players we have gotten for that price range in this window. Why will we take a 28-year-old guy? So 28, his age is a problem. If we are getting him for around, say, maybe 10 million or maybe 15 at the most, then I'm probably ready to take him, but not at 30.
I personally don't want him, but I'm just saying, like, he's performing well for England. He performed well for West Ham. People are just asking about him. But yeah, I got somebody here. Yo, who's this? He cut. What happened? Okay, he cut. Let's keep moving to the next one. What else do we got here? Oh yeah, I did a video, guys. Go check this out whenever you get a chance. There's a Salah versus Eden Hazard debate tonight, so go check that out. And then, who is this player? Do not say it, guys. People in the chat.
Easy.
Who is this player? Samuel, do you know who this is?
Yep, easily.
Can you give me the first letter of his last name?
H.
Okay. People in the chat. Samuel gave you a hint. What about Nitish? What is the first letter of his first name?
A.
Okay. So let's see who gets it first. Man like Hleb in it. Yep. He did it. Yep. He got it. People are getting it. Yep. They got it. They knew it. Guys got it. You guys all got it. It is Hleb. The reason why I got this picture of Hleb is because a lot of people don't seem to know some of the how good this guy actually was. And the reason why I was talking about this is because I seen a lineup on Twitter about some lineup about like
Arsenal 08.
Arsenal 08 and how Arsene Wenger was a visionary for doing some of the stuff. And honestly, my Twitter has just been a mess over the past couple of days. So it's like I'm not even touching it.
Yeah, I mean, he left us for Barcelona, I think. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, all I did was talk about NASCAR and say Arsenal have a future, and then these guys start going crazy on Twitter. But yeah, don't say anything nice about Arsenal, guys, or else you're in trouble, right? So yeah, this team was good, bro. This team was good. Let's just look at this team quickly. Let's just look at this team.
It was good, but a player like Hleb would not survive in the Premier League in the current scenario. Like he was a slow transitioner. He was not like the transition. You can say the pace has now completely changed. The kind of transition play that he had back in 2008, if in today's game it would not work. I don't feel it would work because they would block him or they would surround him. Like Pepe tries to do something similar what Hleb does, like slowly transition the ball, take his time, look around and play a pass or a cross. And Pepe is struggling. Hleb obviously was better than Pepe, but in that sense, it is to an extent it is similar. Pepe tries to do what he used to do, and back in 2008, with the team and the players that he had around him were fast movers. So and obviously more quality. Like look at that team. But if he was in this team currently, Hleb would struggle.
Yo, I honestly think anyone who's in this team would struggle. But to say Hleb would be because of the way football is played today, he would perform worse. That is ridiculous. But yeah, let's get back into this team. So this team has superstars in Van Persie, Fabregas, and then it has Rosowski, who on his day was a beast. And then you have Hleb, who's a beast. Adebayo, who's one of the best goal scorers.
I'll tell you something.
This team used to be sick, you know.
Shall I tell you something? If Eduardo never gets injured, we reach the Champions League final and win the Premier League.
PK, what's good? PK, you there?
Yeah, guys, what's good, everyone?
Yo, you guys, when you guys are not speaking, please mute your mic. The audio feedback is terrible. But yeah, so these guys were ballers. I personally think this team was the last team that I felt like could have won the league. Just let me show you this team. This team had these guys in the base, but then you look at the defense. Almunia was a problem. Don't get me wrong, but Kalishi was a baller. Sanya was a baller. Kolo Torre was good, and William Gallas, as much as he cried on the pitch, he could have done a job.
Yep.
The weak link in this team was Almunia, the goalkeeper. Everybody else was pretty much ballers.
This is the team that made me fall in love with Arsenal, though. For everyone in this team, every player in this team has a special place in my heart, except Armenia. This is the Arsenal team I remember. This is the Arsenal team. This is the reason I support Arsenal. Is this team? The Birmingham, yeah. I remember Gallas playing for Tottenham and him having the number 10 shirt for some weird reason, though. But yeah,
he came from Chelsea. He came from Chelsea on a swap deal with Ashley Cole, and it wasn't linked. But we gave them Ashley Cole, we got Gallas, and they gave him the number 10 jersey.
So the reason why we're talking about this team is low-key Arsene Wenger's greatest achievement was he built this team 2 years after the Invincibles without spending any money. Now that is pretty much true when you think about it. How much money did he spend on Gallas? Barely any.
We got 5 million for him. So it was a swap, yeah.
There you go. We already had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys back in the day. Before that,
I know the price.
We got Sengen for cheap. Clichy came from the academy. Almunia, I don't even know where the fuck he came from.
I don't think Clichy came. Clichy was a junior Invincibles. Yeah, Clichy did.
Yeah.
We signed him in the
And Rosowski, we signed him on the cheap. Adebayo, we got him for a decent fee. So it's like.
No, I think Rosowski was around 30 odd million at that point, if I remember, from Dortmund.
Yeah, we got him for a good deal. So all those guys was like that team was sick. But yo, there's some other things that we need to talk about today, guys. We need to talk about Mikel Arteta and if he'll get sacked and all these other things. So just before we go any further, guys, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget today's video is sponsored by nobody. But yeah, let's continue. Where is it? Why are you laughing? That's not even funny.
It is. Go on.
Okay, yeah.
That team. Can I say something about that team that you showed?
Yeah, what about it?
Like, amazing team. Like, literally, they'll be playing the most sexiest football. Like, literally, I don't think anyone have played better football in the Premier League than them, except from basically the Invincible. Even Man City, even the Man City Centurion, they were just like a robot, basically. What they do is just byline, Sane crosses in, and someone taps in. But this football, the Hleb and Fabregas, they're all playing sexy football. With Diaby as well, like literally, the incredible football. The 1-2s, the way we used to split defense up. even though like at times you just know, even when we concede, we know that we're gonna score. We're gonna create 10 more chances. It doesn't matter if it's like 5 minutes to go. We're coming back and scoring a goal, man. Amazing team, man.
Okay, so if you guys watch Netflix shows, you would know that what's it called? Money Heist is back on. And who do we have? We have Pepe, Money Heist. Let's get started. So the whole situation with Pepe is Pepe has recently spoken about the whole documentary coming up, and he said that he thinks we should do an Amazon documentary on him. He's like his career at Arsenal, everything around it. They're talking to him and they're saying that if a documentary would be done on any one player, Nicolas Pepe, who should it be done on? And he said myself. He felt like let me get his exact quotes, by the way, guys. His quotes were Nicolas Pepe. Where is it? Right? It's right here. Let me find it. Where is it? Oh shit, we got to speak about Sam Allardyce also. So Nicolas Pepe responded to Amazon Prime and said myself when asked who the next All or Nothing documentary series should be done on the platform. Would you guys watch that? Do you think that would be an entertaining show to watch? Do you think that would be entertaining? I think it would be. Nicolas Pepe, All or Nothing. What are we saying?
No, because you'll be on the bench for most of the games, so you'll see no action.
What about you? What about you, Nitish? Oh, yo, we got my guy, the Chelsea fan. Yo, what's good, bro? Yo, MS. MSZ. Oh, he's gone again. Okay, Nitish, what about you?
Yeah, definitely. That is actually Money Heist, Pepe edition, directed and written by Raul. And why not? It would be exciting to finally but I don't think it will happen because it will be exposing a lot of truths that have been suppressed by this club about the whole deal, and they would have to talk about the deal first. And that is why I don't think it's going to happen, because they won't want to highlight the thing that they got frauded by Raul in the first place.
What about you, PK? What do you think about this?
I like the confidence, to be honest. It looks like he'll be down for that. You get it? He'll have something to prove. So I like the confidence of that, rather than saying someone else you should do it with someone else who'll be down for himself. Like he knows he can elevate, he knows he can reach the top. So he's thinking probably I went from the bottom, I can go from the bottom to the top just like that. You know? So I like the confidence that he actually said himself. So.
Yeah, there you go. My guy PK saying he started from the bottom, now he's at Arsenal. Anyways, we're still but yeah, Egal, why did you call it a disgrace? I'm not going to speak about the dead. I'm sorry. I feel bad for saying that. I genuinely do. I should have never said it in the way that I said. I should have probably chose better words. I genuinely do think if I could look back at it and be like, you know what, I could have chose better choice of words, I wish I would have. Because now looking back at it, it's just very cringy, and I could have said things a little bit better. My choice of wordings were very poor. Now continuing on to the video, guys. The next take, guys, Sky Sports. Tom Cassidy says only one man can save Arsenal. Only one man can save Arsenal.
Antonio.
The man said there's only one man who could save Arsenal. One man who could save Arsenal from this mess that we are in. One man who would help Arsenal throughout this madness of a season. Everything that's gone on, everything that's going on. The fact that we're at the bottom of the table. The fact that we are in a relegation battle. Yo, my guy, what's good? Connection's working now?
Nope.
No, connection's not working. What? You there, bro? It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. But yeah, guys, the next story is gonna disgust you. You might want to throw your phone or whatever you're watching this on. But Sam Allardyce. So I know it sounds ridiculous, right? But this is the story. I'm not even gonna read it.
I'm sorry.
Just mute your mic. Just mute your mic for a second.
Tony Cascarino says Sam Allardyce will do a better job than Mikel Arteta. Popular football pundit Tony Cascarino has suggested that Sam Allardyce would do a better job at Arsenal than Mikel Arteta. The former Chelsea player has claimed on TalkSport today that Allardyce would make Arsenal a better team. According to him, Allardyce did a good job at West Bromwich Albion and made them better defensively.
West Brom got relegated and they finished bottom of the 19th. So I don't know what they mean by that. I mean, why do you get to choose this picture though? I mean, I can't just. Sorry.
If he'll do a good job, they should sack Tuchel and bring him in. Why not?
I think I think people are just going far on the banter, innit? They just want attention. Like some Allardyce, he's washed up coach, man. I don't think even the players will even play for him. Do you get it? It's just a joke, relegation battle team. And even defensively, like we have Arteta knows how to make our players solid. Our defense was solid last season, yeah. It's just we were struggling to score forward. So Arteta, we definitely need a better player. We need like a better manager like Conte or something.
Okay, so we can swiftly move past this, right?
Yeah, it's a joke. You shouldn't even entertain him. I'm like taking a piss.
No. That I just had to. It had to get squeezed in between Arteta's job and everything else. So let's talk about the next story. The next story is an interesting one, guys. Arteta has 5 or 4. Arteta had 5 games to save his job. Now he has 3 games remaining to save his job. Right? Supposedly they said he has 3 games remaining to save his job after the Brentford game. They gave him a 5-game ultimatum, and now he has what? 3 games left. So here's the next 5 Arsenal games. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the next 5 Arsenal games. You guys tell me how many points you think we're gonna get from these 5 games. People in the chat, tell me how many points are we gonna get from Norwich, Burnley, Tottenham, and Brighton. And we got Miss Jones joining us. Miss Jones, how are you? Miss Jones, you there? No. Oh, you are there. How are you? Why are you saying no?
I don't know what's going on.
She's trolling me now. Miss Jones, you there? What's going on? Oh my God, what's going on with everybody today? Okay, getting back to this. So Norwich, Burnley, Tottenham, and Brighton. Those are 4 games in the league, plus a League Cup game against Wimbledon. How many points do you see us getting out of those 4 games? And do you see us beating Wimbledon in the League Cup? So out of a possible 12 points, how much points do you think we can get? Nitish, I'll throw it to you first.
3 wins. And Spurs game is a 50-50.
3 wins? So you're saying 9 points.
No, I'm not saying totally. I'm saying out of the 4 games, there will be 3 wins and Spurs will be a 50-50.
Yo, bro, you there now? Chelsea fan. No, my guy's shit's not working.
StreamYard is active.
Oh, he's gone again. Okay, so we got Norwich, win, Burnley, draw, Spurs, win, Brighton, win. 10 points for Arsenal. Wow. 9 points for Arsenal. 2 points. 10 points. 9
I got
points.
something. 6 points.
6 points.
Okay, I'll tell you the results. So we beat Norwich, we draw against Burnley, we draw against Spurs, or either lose or draw against Brighton. That's what I think. I think that's real. That's real.
Okay.
I think
Vibes says 10 points, 5 points, 6 points, 8 points, 5 points. Arteta can do it. What? Yo, Abdullah, what's good?
Oh, what's going on, Egal, bro? What are you saying?
How many points do you think Arsenal are going to get out of a possible 12 points between Norwich, Burnley, Tottenham, and Brighton?
Norwich win, Burnley
Draw.
Lost. Draw or loss. Tottenham, I don't even know, but you'll just beat them somehow. It's the Arsenal judge. And then Brighton, defo loss. For 6 points, really.
Okay. Fair. PK, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be a bit more. This is me being realistic. This is what I expect. I expect to beat Norwich, Burnley, Wimbledon, Tottenham, a draw or a loss. I can see that happening, but Brighton, we have to win. So I'm expecting the Premier League to get at least 9 points.
9 points. Okay.
9 points. Yeah, 9
So
points.
everyone expects us to win at least 3 games out of the next 4 games.
Yeah, at least 3 games. That's the worst.
Anything Anything less than 9 points is sackable. Anything less than 9 is sackable.
My opinion is Norwich and Burnley. If you don't win those 2 games, you're out. Done.
100.
No saving your job if you lose any of those 2 games. Now, if you lose against Tottenham, even at home, it is not a sackable offense if you do win those next 2 games and you go on to beat Brighton.
Yeah,
But
true.
if you lose 2 out of the next 4, you're gone. If you lose 1 out of the next 2, you're gone. If you lose Norwich and you beat Burnley, Tottenham, and Brighton, I don't care. After Norwich, you should be sacked.
Yeah, and plus no excuses, Egal, because you have everyone back in it. So against Norwich and Burnley, you'll have your best 11. You know how they were saying we have to see these new players play together. So
1 second. Since we got the Chelsea fans here now, yo, are you there, Emmys? Yo, bro, there's too much noise in the background. What's going on?
What the hell is going on?
Yo, my guy's literally in a war zone.
He's watching the stream on his TV, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Something's going on. But yeah, it's not working. Let's continue, guys. Sorry, anyone who their ears are in pain now because of that. But yeah, Norwich win, Burnley draw, Tottenham win. Why does everyone think we're going to beat Tottenham at home?
It's the way it's always like when we're bad and they come to Emirates, they never beat us. The last time they beat us was 2010. Like one. We've only won the Emirates once.
No, it's also the kind of football they're playing. They're burning their players out in a way. Like they're running, doing a lot of running. They could have lost to even Wolves. They could have they were lucky in that game. And the thing is, their playing style is a style where the players are giving more. And by the time they face us, that is 2 games later, they may have some of their players might have even picked up injuries or burnt out. So I think there is a lot of confidence because there are 2 games and the League Cup game as well. That Spurs may have some problems when they face us. So that is one of the reasons I think a lot of people are confident. But personally, I think it will be a draw in the best scenario for Arsenal. It will be a draw.
Okay. So now we have left the 2 best stories for last. We've spoken about Leno and Ramsdale. We've spoken about everything else. There's 2 stories remaining. So where do you guys want to go first? Do you want to go to Onana or do you want to go Conte?
Oh, Conte, come on.
You want to go Conte? Okay, so since Conte is the more popular story, we're going to save Conte for last. We're going to go Onana first. Onana. Let's talk about him. Onana is available on a free at the end of at the beginning of January. You can sign him to a pre-contract for next summer starting in January. He will be available to play football again starting in January. After being subsequently banned for taking his wife's medication by accident and then getting banned for performance enhancement drugs, or subsequently banned due to having something in the system that was linked to performance enhancement drugs. That's why he got banned. Now the ban has been shortened to him coming back in January. And now that he can come back in January, we could get him on a free. Now, the fact that we could get Onana on a free after the whole summer where people were just saying we should sign Onana, get Onana. If we still get him on a free in January, is everyone going to be quiet?
I mean,
I'll be happy. For Leno. I thought he's banned. He can play football till November. I expected us to sign him already, and he can play football in November. If it's January, 100% we should be all over that for January. And then in the summer next season, we can just get rid of Leno. I don't think Leno's got the mindset of want to be Arsenal. He's I'm looking for challenge. This is that. His head is not there. So I would 100% get him, and that would be a brilliant signing.
Okay, so let me just tell you guys what the story says. Inter are keen and interested in signing him, but it is possible that he could leave on a free for next summer to join either Inter or Arsenal or any other club. He is available for a free. There is a rumor that he's already agreed to join Inter, but it's also a rumor that Inter are also in for Leno. So if Inter somehow join in for Leno, then we might have the ability to get him. But you have to be aware. Tottenham are interested in him. Arsenal are interested in him. Lyon are interested in him, and Dortmund are interested in him. All these clubs can get him on a free transfer. What's the likelihood of us getting him? Yo, 1 second. Emiz, you there? Yo, you're on mute. You're on mute. Yo, this guy's having a howler today. What's going on? Yo, you keep muting. You unmute yourself and then mute yourself again.
Should be able to mute.
Yeah, I can hear you for once. Oh, he muted himself again. Yo, he's having a stinker.
He needs to unsubscribe from the Granit Xhaka internet plan and change it and upgrade it.
Okay, so guys, Onana, what's the likelihood? What's the likelihood of us getting him on a free?
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10? Okay, PK, what's the likelihood of us getting him on a
8 out of 10 the first series, because those other teams, Inter Milan, like we should be ahead of Inter Milan. Like Lyon as well. Inter Milan, Lyon, Dortmund, probably Dortmund might be a place where we would be interested because they've got Champions League and they can they develop players as well, so and they play good football. So, but definitely we should be like it should be an 8 or 9 out of 10.
Okay, what about you? What about you, Samuel?
Out of 10. I mean, I think there's a chance because given that he's a free, not really difficult to get him negotiating the free 6. But I'm not sure if the interest is really there. But possibly when Leno's leaving in a free as well. We forget that. So easy replacement for Leno.
Why is he leaving for free? When?
He's leaving on a free this summer.
Leno.
This summer he's done.
Yeah,
What?
He has 2 years.
I thought it was 2
this
years.
summer he's done.
I thought it was 2 years.
Yo, MZ, bro, your audio today is not working. Something's not working. Try again next video, okay? All right, bless my guy. Bless up. Bless. Okay, bless up. Okay. What the hell's going on? Why is there echo? Guys, what are you guys doing?
Bro,
What's going on?
There's nothing coming from me.
Nothing come from me.
Yeah, I'm on mute every time anyway. So.
Okay, it must be Nitish then. Anyways, let's get on to this. So, guys, this is the training photos. Arsenal have released the training photos just a couple hours ago from Arsenal training. As you can see, Lacazette is in contention to start. Ben White looks ripped, Ben White looks ripped. Look at that. Or is that just the tattoos?
Those are tweets about ripped.
The tattoos.
It's not ripped. If he stood next to Miguel Aziz, he would look like a kid.
Ramsdale looks like he's in contention for goal. Is that Salah? Salah is in training. What the hell?
Whoa.
Oh yeah, that kid that we signed.
Salah is in training with the first team. What's going on?
Has he been promoted or something?
I don't know. Then you got Cedric going up against Gabriel. Eddie and Ketia started to look like Lacazette with the booty. And then you got Lacazette. Who is that? Is that Josh? Is that Josh?
Olinka?
Olinka.
I'm not sure that either.
Okay, Ben White trying to dribble away from Lacazette. Lacazette trying to pour water on his face.
I'm looking forward to the Norwich, man. We should get 3-0 or something, man.
Rob Holding, I'm telling you guys.
I got a ticket for the cheap store.
Rob Holding did a hair transplant. Facts.
Yeah.
I got a ticket for a cheap from some guy from my workplace anyway, so I'll be going to the match.
Guys,
yeah, I'll be at the match as well.
What's on Mikel Arteta? Will he survive?
For the first time 2 years. 2 years. First time 2 years.
I'm going to the match as well, PK.
Do you guys feel like Mikel Arteta has lost?
Samuel, yeah?
Yeah.
Yo, guys, do you feel like Mikel Arteta has lost the dressing room?
No, I don't think so,
No, I probably has still.
Yo, these guys are funny. He said Love Island Mandem.
Love Island Mandem.
You're gonna lose to Norwich. Sorry, man, but you are. Okay, so he's gone if you lose to Norwich, right?
Yeah, and then after Norwich and Burnley, that's very key to be honest. Because don't forget, like, I expected to lose against Chelsea.
What the hell is Pepe doing?
Chilling, man.
He's posing for the He's posing for the
Antonio
documentary.
Conte is trending again, man. He's trending
Man,
daily.
like Smurf Pepe.
Wait.
I'm
According,
looking.
I know I don't quote
Dan-
the source, but sorry, PK, but apparently, according to the Sun, Arsenal agree terms with Antonio Conte to replace Arteta if he gets sacked.
Nah.
Sorry.
We're gonna speak about this right now, Sam.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
You-
Ben White and Gabriel looking good, man. I'm looking forward to them, man.
Relax,
Yes,
bro.
him.
Relax. So yeah. So guys, if you don't know, we're now gonna be talking about. No.
Look, the man on our picture, bro. It's already confirmed. A profile
What?
picture.
Antonio.
Bro, don't act like that's your profile picture. You know I put that in there. You know that, right? Look, let me change. Look.
What? Bro, what? That's a nice picture you got, Egal, though. That's a nice picture.
Yeah.
It's a lovely picture.
You want to see something else? Look at this. Look at this, guys. Watch this.
Oh.
I'll change this. Close yours. Turn your camera on.
Right.
Close it. Oh, it's still there. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, we're playing camera games. Okay. Anyway,
Alright, let's carry on.
people think we're nutcases. Conte is working on an approach to Arsenal. Italian would like to take over at Arsenal in the event that Mikel Arteta is sacked. That might be true, but let me tell you guys what I have on my docket. Let me tell you guys what the speculation is around everything to do with Antonio Conte and Arsenal. It has been a lot of hoopla, a lot of stories, a lot of here and there, everywhere. People don't know what's the truth, what's happening. Is it true? Is it false? Is it real? Is it not real? Is Antonio Conte even in contention? Is Arteta going to be sacked? Well, you know what, guys? It looks like Antonio Conte is in contention. Let me explain why. They have said, Antonio Conte reports out of Portugal that he's agreed terms. Then Fabrizio Romano has come out and confirmed that Antonio Conte has not agreed terms with Arsenal. He has not agreed terms with Arsenal. So he's completely debunked what they said in Portugal. Fabrizio Romano has come out and categorically has said they have not agreed terms. And I will get the tweet up for you guys from Fabrizio Romano. But what else happened with Antonio Conte? They spoke. He did not say Antonio Conte will not join Arsenal. He did not say Antonio Conte does not want to join Arsenal. He did not say anything about Antonio Conte not wanting to join the club. He just said, Fabrizio Romano, and I quote, there is no pre-agreement between Antonio Conte and Arsenal. Conte has had no verbal pre-agreement with any club on his free services at the moment. His manager, right? His manager says, agents close to Conte since confirmed to Freddie Paxton, rumors about Arsenal deal are not true. That's all they said. They said the rumors about an Arsenal pre-deal are not true. They were very specific. They did not mention anything about him not wanting to come. They did not mention anything about his ambitions. They did not mention anything else. Now, let's get into the next part. After Fabrizio Romano has said that, right, about that, you have Antonio Conte, who's won the Premier League, who's won the Serie A a couple of times, who's been a big manager over the past couple of years at Juventus, Chelsea, and now Inter. Is possible that he could be lined up for the Arsenal job if Mikel Arteta is sacked. We've heard that Mikel Arteta is on his way out. We've heard Mikel Arteta is on his final lifeline. We've heard that Mikel Arteta has a couple games to save his job. And if he was to be sacked, Antonio Conte is one of the more ambitious candidates that we could go after. Now, will we get Antonio Conte is a different story. Will Antonio Conte join us? That's a different story. But at the moment, the rumor has it that Antonio Conte is a transfer target, is one of the people that we're considering, and is one of the front runners if we were to sign a manager after sacking Mikel Arteta. That is the story. Now, I'm going to throw it to you guys. Do you believe the stories that you hear, or do you think they're fake news?
Listen, well, first thing I have to say about Fabrizio Romano gets his information from these clubs. Like, he's a mouthpiece. for those clubs like Inter Milan, AC Milan, even is the agents or Italian agents. He's a mouthpiece for them. So obviously the agent ain't gonna come up to him and say, months in advance when Arteta he's still in his job saying, oh yeah, he's coming. Listen, what it says, it isn't confirm nor deny it. So he's stuck in the middle. Like he said earlier, Conte hasn't rejected Arsenal. He said he doesn't want to come. It's still up in the air. So I think if Arteta gets sacked, there's a good chance he could come.
Okay, what about you, Nitish?
Conte is not coming to Arsenal. There's no point wasting time on this story. If he wanted to come to Arsenal, he had the chance to go to Spurs as well. The reason he left Inter is because he wanted to retain his players. He wanted money to spend. The guy gets in players who are already ready-made players. They're not youngsters. They're not kids. He doesn't sit around and sit for a project. He doesn't sit in for like 2 to 3 years and then expect that he'll probably start winning. He wants players that are already ready. He wants a squad that is has maybe needs 3 to 4 additions, which he will buy in the transfer window, for which he needs decent amount of money. And we have already bought players, and it has been made clear that this idea was from the hierarchy and the management and the owners. It wasn't from Mikel Arteta that they want to go young. They want to buy young players like Wenger used to do. So it would make absolutely zero sense to get in Antonio Conte right now, who's the total opposite of what they've done so far. And even if they get him, they would have to promise him, like, for the next 5 years, they would have to spend around 150 to 200 million each summer window. Will they be doing that? Definitely not. So at the end of it all, I don't think there is any reason to believe that Conte will come. There are so many other options that they can look at. A lot of people say that Luis Enrique should have taken the Arsenal job. I would still take him at Arsenal. I think even Egal, you have said it. The reason Luis Enrique rejected the Arsenal job was because he demanded for 200 million in a single summer transfer window. The club said no. So Conte is something similar. He's not going to come without the money backing.
Okay, just to debunk what you said, several people have suggested Arsenal have been approached by intermediates to appoint Antonio Conte, who wants to get back in the game. The Premier League has a ton of appeal, especially big London clubs like Arsenal. Gabriel Marcotti spoke on this on his ESPN on his YouTube channel. On the ESPN YouTube channel. This right here is massive. If this is true, I'm clipping this up immediately after I'm done this video, and I'm putting it out there. But this is another stamp saying. So Abdullah, you're a Chelsea fan. Tell me what you think, bro.
The thing is about Antonio Conte is that the only thing I'd say about my guy, what he said a couple seconds ago, is that Antonio Conte is not a guy who stays for 3, 4, 5 years. He's a 2-year manager, really. He's a bit like Jose in terms of he wants to get the ready-made top quality players. And the reason why he fell out with the board eventually was because we never actually went and got the targets he wanted after he won the league. So for me, unless Arsenal clearly have a plan in place where they're going to say, right, here's your squad, we're going to see what we can do in January, and then next summer, then on God, I doubt he's going to come. Unless, obviously, he genuinely wants a challenge and wants to try and take Arsenal out the mud they're in. Because you got to remember, this guy has won everything. Man's won Scudettos in Italy. He's won league titles in the Prem. And he still wants to chase that Champions League. And what's the point of taking a downgrade when he's to a club who aren't going to be in the Champions League for the next 2 years if he's going to try and go for, the big trophy, which everyone's, criticized him for not, doing as well as he possibly shouldn't for. So, yeah, I doubt he's going to go to Arsenal.
Yeah, so I've turned the chat subscriber only and slow-mo due to some of these idiots in the chat, or this one guy who continuously does this every single stream and raids the whole chat. So, yeah, so I'm going to go to you, PK. PK, do you think it will happen? Do you think it's likely to happen? And would you take Antonio Conte? And do you think this is fake news?
I'm not sure. I'm 50-50. But what's it called? A club, when a manager's about to get sacked, a club will always have someone else in mind. Me personally, I believe if the boards if they're serious, they can get Antonio Conte. So it's not really it all depends on the board, to be honest. Because the clubs that he went to, if you check the record, he went to Inter Milan. Inter Milan was washed up club. They weren't a CL club for before he went. They were like playing Europa and that, and they was even getting knocked out in Europa group stage, knockout stages and that. So they weren't really doing good. And then Tottenham, you see him going to a club like Tottenham. He was so close to going there, and he wanted to bring his own people, and they didn't allow him, and because of the money and that. I think if the board are serious, they can get him. If the boards are not serious, then they won't, because he will challenge them, and I don't think the board will like someone that actually challenge them. Antonio Conte will basically demand, he will say it straight how it is, what he wants. So, and personally, I don't know if he can work with young players, because he keep bringing dead players. So even he's for short term, I'll have him for like, let's say 1 or 2 years, and then you get someone else to get that's like that can work with young players. I prefer Luis Enrique or the Ajax Tang Hang Ajax manager. That's what I prefer. But I would take Conte for like 2 years, because even the signings that he likes is old men. Like he prefers signing old players and washed up players. And I don't think he can work with young players, to be honest.
The only way Ten Hag comes to Arsenal is if we first get Overmars here.
Yeah, that's what I want. I prefer that route, to be honest. I prefer that way. Or Luis Enrique. I'll take Luis Enrique or him.
Listen, if Conte comes in, he will fix that gap so easily. And like Abdullah said, if it's a 3 or 4 year window, the next manager will have such an easier job to do. So I think Conte can take us up. Like when he Juventus, he went also finishing 7th place, Nute or the one on the table. They were struggling, and when he came and they won like 6 or 7 Serie A's in a row. So he can bridge the gap.
Yeah, 100%. Like, what's it called? But like, that's only if he's gonna come there and stay at least 3 years. But if he's coming there just 1 year and he's the type of guy that will bounce, that's what I'm afraid of. Like 1 year he'll come 1 year. What's going on? What's the next?
No, but that's what it is with Conte. He's not. I told you guys, he's not. What's it called? He's not a long-term manager. You're not going to get him in for 3-4 years. He's literally a guy. He's the Italian Jose. If we're being honest, he just comes in. You don't care about any of this, like long-term project, all that stuff. He's just out there to win. And if Arsenal don't present him with a good enough idea where they can win right now, then I doubt he's going to come. And even that bridging the gap thing, for me, Arsenal's ceiling is like top 7 probably. So even if he gets you to 7, that's not something he'd really want to, be going for really if you do. But this guy is a serial winner.
Look at who have the odds of getting the managerial job right now. These are the people who are linked to the job. You got Conte, Brendan Rodgers, Eddie Howe, Graham Potter, Ralph Hasenhuttl, Christopher something or whatever he is, Luis Enrique, Paulo Follesos or whatever his name is, Thierry Henry, Freddie Ljungberg. We've seen how that happened. That's never going to happen. Arsene Wenger, Chris Wilder, Patrick Vieira, and Sean Dyche.
Why is Patrick Vieira, Freddie Ljungberg, Thierry Henry, all these guys even in the conversation?
I don't know.
Another problem. 1 sec. Another problem with Conte is the guy, if he's coming to Arsenal, the owners, the Cronkies have to concede power. Like they have to say, okay, we are getting a guy with whom we have to agree with to a lot of things, even though we may not like to, and that is not how they work. So it's not going to happen.
Yeah, but I think. Yeah, but I think, guys, I think, like with with Conte, like he can get us to 5th finish, 6th finish. He can do that, and then win Europa. That's the route that can get us back to the Champions League. I don't think anytime soon a manager will come in and get us to top 4. Do you know what I'm saying? We'll have to take one of the big guys to end up being flopping. But Conte can get us to 5th or 6th, then a Europa win, because we definitely need to win Europa if we're in Europa, man. I can't believe that. We still haven't. That's the biggest L ever. We haven't won Europa in the last 4 years.
Even Conte hasn't.
Yeah, he hasn't. That Inter Milan, he kind of flopped as well. But I think because Europa only depends on Champions League clubs that's coming down like in group stages. So that's what it depends on. You need a bit of luck in it, because we've been reaching semi-final and finals, and then one of the big teams that dropped down from the Champions League has been knocking us out. So
and the funny thing is, one of the names that I feel will be first The first person asked if Arteta is sacked, whether you want to take the job is not there, which is per Mertesacker. They're gonna ask him. Trust me on that.
Oh yeah, I can see that still. Same with Freddie Lundberg, the same way. Yeah, I can see. It's a
That's
joke.
ridiculous.
We ain't got
That's
time for that,
ridiculous.
man.
Go, guys. Who would you take on this list besides Antonio Conte?
Brendan Rodgers. Brendan, 100%. I'll take him. Still Rodgers.
Sean Dyche makes me cry.
Sure,
Wilder ball at the Emirates. Big Sam or Steve Bruce. Big Sam.
Guys, Rodgers. I think Rodgers should be like our top 2, to be honest, or top 3. It should be.
No, he won't though. He's at Leicester. He's doing some good things over there. You know,
Wait, what?
Luis Enrique is the man.
Luis Enrique as well. We've got a job, right? He's managing the Spain team. Yeah, they're dead, but they're still in a better place than Arsenal.
Nah, they're dead, man. Still, they're
Eddie
worse.
Howe.
People.
Would be sick. Eddie Howe would be sick.
People. Who's your manager if Arteta was sacked? For me, it would be Conte or Ralf Rangnick. What about you, Abdullah?
I'm looking at this from a realistic perspective. Eddie Howe or Graham Potter. And the best bit is they'll get you playing good football and you'll probably climb up the table in our top 7 finish. Which is good for us because your squad isn't that great. Egal.
Oh, do you support Chelsea?
Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense, man. Come on. You're taking a piss.
Abdullah, my guy. Okay, PK.
Yeah.
Who you going with?
If we could get Rodgers, I'll go. Listen, this is my top 3, yeah, in no order. Luis Enrique. No, actually, I got 4. You know, Luis Enrique, Ajax manager, Conte, Rodgers. I'll take Rodgers if you can get him, but he's like my third option.
Okay. Someone said here, Ralph Hasenhuttl could be a shout. That never. No, what? I'm so confused.
That nobody thinks about. But are you ready to take the 9-0 loss that you may get?
Oh, my guy, you there now? You there? Can you hear me? Hello? Say something.
Yeah, I can hear you. How's it going, Egal?
Yo, who do you think Arsenal should hire as their next manager if Arteta was sacked tomorrow?
Erden Terzic, the former Dortmund manager.
Who?
He said former Dortmund manager.
Former Dortmund manager,
Yeah, Erden Terzic is not. Rangnick wouldn't be bad, but I don't think Conte is coming. Conte is not going to come to Arsenal, except there's a takeover. Conte will come to Arsenal. Conte would not come to Arsenal under the Cronkies. You know, the Cronkies, he already said they didn't buy Arsenal to win titles. Like, you guys, you know, he's gonna have to be a technical manager. You know, somebody like Erden Terzic was bad. You know, Graham Potter wouldn't be bad. That's not even. I'm not even taking this, but he plays good football. He's one of the multiple coaches in the EPL. He just has a very poor team. You know, I think.
Okay.
You know. I think if you
How
have
do I pronounce your name, bro?
because Arteta is going to leave after Norwich. You guys are Arteta is leaving soon, Arsenal. Arteta is going to be leaving soon. Just know that for sure.
Okay.
You know.
Hi, Eric Hudson. Yo, thanks, my guy, coming on. Appreciate it.
All right.
How you doing? Who do you think Arsenal is going to hire as the next manager if Arteta is sacked?
Okay, like for you know me, how to be like Conte because like he was internal like him ago and for
Okay. Thank you, bro. Thanks for coming on. I said Antonio Conte. Appreciate that guy for coming on and saying Antonio Conte. Big up to him for coming on. Shout out to my guy Eric for coming on.
Egal. Yeah. I used to see Potter. I like him, yeah, but that'll be a mistake. We need as soon as possible. We already tried with the Arteta thing. It failed, and we need like a proper coach that's got like years under his belt, at least 10 years, 5, like a long time experience. That's what we need to settle that squad down. Like I think Conte would do, or even Rodgers, Luis Enrique, those kind of managers. Not like a young Potter or Eddie Howe. That's bullshit, man. Potter is a good manager. I reckon he could be good with another team. He needs to try like Everton. You know, like Wolves, he needs to make his way up. But we need an experienced manager. Otherwise, they're going to make the same mistake again.
So yeah, when the Chelsea fan was talking, just tell him we are considering Frank Lampard, but not as a manager.
Yo, people, we're out of here. That's it for today. You have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. You already know what it is, the Kitty G, and I'm out of here, people. Have a good one. Peace. What's going on, everybody? I need you guys to
Peace
go
out,
check out my
everyone.
channel and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that button, and hit that notification bell while you're at it, ladies and gentlemen. EGTV, you already know. And if you're on your phone, it's even
See you
easier.
guys,
Press
man.
that like button.